Recording in progress.
Recording in progress. Okay. So let's see. Like I said, I was ready to pop, and then I probably wrote like 6 pages, but to me they're just this, and it was just nonstop. So which means something big is coming in, and it's just like so massive it can't be
Do you need a
decoded yet.
moment to pull it together? Because I have something to offer you.
Oh.
You told me kind of about when you started, and it was a lot like Phil, it sounds like, when he finally uttered it, it's sounds. Well, let me tell you what the Lemurians told me last, is that we are the ones that are going to help translate vibrations that aren't meant for humans to digest that way. You get it, and that's the way that you translate it. And over time, it becomes more refined. Well, now is exactly when they said it's time for them to learn it too. So those that need to just hear it so they understand it, there's a whole nother level of those that are also going to vibrate. Sam the Illusionist is one of those guys, and he's one, the Lemurians are one of who he channels. But when he brought that through, especially in my regard, he said, no, I can, through him, they had said, it's time for humanity to understand this language. Now, you won't be able to understand it in your language because I don't speak that. It's in vibration. But
Yes.
These vessels right here, they can translate it and help you understand it. So the time for you and everybody else to refine that ability, here's why it's happening.
Yeah, it's definitely vibrational, and that is why people resonate with it. I do know somebody who's been a shaman for like over 20 years, and when I speak it, she can almost always decipher it. But she feels it. She'll tell you have to feel it through your body, and then she gets a translation. And not, just as you know, like I bring it through, but I don't always know what is being said.
I do now.
I would say you probably don't always know, though, right? Sometimes it's more of a feeling.
The vibrations.
Yes.
Every time I reflect back on hearing you, I could understand the nuances in between this one and that one. There's different patterns to it. I can put my finger on it like it was almost palpable, but how do you do that with vibration and sound?
Well, cool.
There's very little that comes through that I don't understand in my hardcore. Now, if you ask me to interpret that into words you can understand, I don't know if I have the capacity to do that yet.
Yes.
But no, I sense when there's information for me to get, and then there's other information that's loving that we want you to understand. We're teaching you through that vessel. I get the differences.
Yeah. It's sometimes when bringing it through, and usually when there's English and they're trying to get a point across, like during a session for somebody, if that person's not getting it, they don't just go, okay, we'll go through another way. No. They push even harder, and it feels like I'm up against a wall. Like I'm going, they're not getting it, and I can't go any further, because then it starts to get uncomfortable, and then for me it sounds like it's coming out a bit snarky, but I think it's just the pressure that I'm feeling, like I'm being pushed up against the wall because this person is completely resistant. And so those are, I would say, the only times that it's not fun.
Well, the day that I mentioned Toth in the middle of our thing and you kicked into a whole nother level, that's when I got it. Because all of that led up to it was lovely to hear, and I get information. But as soon as I said that, it was like that triggered something else.
Yeah.
Holy crap. I don't know what hit my ethereal field that day, but something did.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's always been.
It was emotional.
Yeah. And that's how, for me, even though I know that even if I'm not feeling anything during an exchange, like if I'm hearing the language or whatever, and I know that if I'm not having any sense of anything, I know something is going on still, right, that I'm not aware of. But it's those moments when I can feel it, that those are my favorite because it's just like, wow, right? Like, you just know. So,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see. So, just gonna ask to ground. Has to be the clearest, purest channel possible, bring through the highest wisdom, guidance, healing for Lowell and myself in this moment, in the highest good of all, in the highest love and light, peace and truth and oneness, and deep reverence for all life. Yedyamya yukuro sompanti stri mai and urahai. Greetings, dai esti ti dai eta hai. I'm hearing greetings, O exalted one. Ra tu kai ikiata. Ya ai iro urnamatu kar yishtai. Yostrishkainemia yuko namatu. Shetri stai. Tratu sai shkai skoro konishta tu kasa taniki ataso. Andrashkai, out of curiosity, did you listen to the to the 9/11 Great Central Sun transmission? No? Dadare sekiko kasukatu. Darase sikishka torese sintoreshe sikishkoro ornamentu kai ikikiseti kisteti kiseti. And my sense is they're bringing codes to you. Kastosukoshta hishk in hairio urta tu ta ni ki I in it ut I ishta iki ta soto. Mata siki atari nishkata ata ni natura kaishka ishkata sesete ni atantura kata seti. Dan tu sai ishkai pu tu sai ni ki ata sata ishkai tu kai iki sai. This downstay store on tu stay. I see like this something just dropped down through your channel.
I saw like an exclamation point.
I saw like something like this line in your channel.
Boom, yes.
Gagora sheta se sandas tu suti ti ta tu ta sa ki say e ta dura hai. You've given yourself permission to receive.
Always open.
Gastoshka ni ayata seti ni ki aya pura sai. Aromastustri sendurishka inimishkanata. Yadana sekishtairi sopor ho paistai sini aitura kai pushona tantura kati eladana doror basisishtai or bantur sekikio sor shayita tariena katai. Arrayari ornama tu tanmastra isto nushkan dan de tu shai neta sepistro. Doroshtai aniki kiro ornamantu tu ayushaya sendura ha no castata seti ti ta setita niakata setita niakiata setina kataisi ta sesikish kataisi sete niakai bare de skoro soporo shopandre sesiku skoro turstas tosaniesta tu. Yeah. Yeah. Agora daia borashine piaste sesini geda de se pusta escassa se purusta so somba pututure apura natasi drei antukai drakia se dandore se dora sai kai atrakatukai. This is very important.
You're repeating it for me to make sure I see the patterns. I feel like a kindergartner and you're hammering it in. Maybe that's what it is.
So I'm just going to ask, is there something that you're not getting? Because it feels like you're not getting something.
No, it's flowing.
It's just it's just kind of like, it's like I'm not knocking it in. Like
it's emphasis. Exactly. Yes. That's exactly what it is.
Making sure that it's being received. This is so all the way to the point, the layers.
Oh, it's so weird you said layers, because that's what when you were doing this before, that was layer 1. Layer 2 followed, layer 3 followed. Okay. You're just building this symbol that's all going to compress like a sigil. Mm-hmm. And you just tucked all that code and boom. They're
very happy with your progress, that you can understand that. Gariariesto está debaristo pronesta esteni esta ist at ut ist a esk et ut est it at as et I. Et astore ask at hatra astere seturu kadataria paraturati kiti datara kurata paranushkan etarain matura kantantiriki. Garrastraya curro candaria yarecatra estra estinia storioko. Yersenta de centur high area had two curcustures kashka and aire uturu urti tirita turta sarta et at ushk is ushk anina turasa personishkayeta.
Thank you.
Dastur sisi kishkatri sisum partota titi tantora sisi. Garagora sisi tura hatura ishta sisi kishkati sisi tura indemia kursai mushka tantiri. Bring your awareness into your throat. Garas dalus turushkor pambas tus tres sisi estana sasiti tayasi. They're planting a seed. Breathing into the throat. Breathing into the seed. When it is time, it will sprout. It will blossom. This time is not now. There's many things that have to happen before this. And Masto Sisi Kiki comes to fruition. You must embody more. More of your essence. Bringing it into the physical vessel. Saturating your cells. It's like feels like a for lack of a better word, upgrade. There's that's needed to your cellular structures, and the organisms within the cells to hold more light, hold higher.
The metamorphosis you referred to.
Yeah, holding higher frequency. So
yeah, you tucked it in when you went like this, and you buried that in my heart core. Then you brought out this seed that you planted here. So wherever this is going to hatch, you planted here prior.
So they want to bring through some recoding. Basto soporoshkano katarasesi. See this? Masto sokosha sisi. This is some that is tatora haka sisiti tadana miashosiki recoding makor kai ishtoho kai recoding kikesutu kai recoding kiki atura hatu tu ta hi kiki atu hai iti kiki I ita hai it I he kita tu ti ta siti tadresisi kishka turusanika tura hai Gadro hornamaseti kishtara somba dura handire kikiatu ku kai si sumpa yustoma ti ta susetu kai I tasa tu tasa ti tasa tu I I ti ita asa suso kornama sampatasi saseke yushta yonia tasi kikaya sikiki ataya sese harnamatura hai Drasdant isht aria hatur setiri ishtario kurukompasi ti pishtrainimia soranata yepiornata irininastasto. Drasdasesini. They're going to pause for a moment.
Good. And I'll tell you why. I was just listening to you flow and tucking it away like I have in the past when I didn't understand what you were telling me. Because the whole time you're doing that, my lower jaw is vibrating. And if I brought my mouth close enough, my teeth would chatter. So I'm trying to keep them separate. But while you were channeling all that, I'm focusing on that physicality and hoping, okay, just do whatever you're encoding, go ahead and do, because I can't get past the fact that my jaw won't stop vibrating.
Ishtasisiki, it's cellular recoding.
Wow. Okay. It was palpable, pal.
Okay. Kakasati, thank you. Thank you for that confirmation. So I just need to confer with them for a moment.
Wasn't like I haven't been asking for this freaking upgrade for a while.
Okay.
Bring it. You want me to embody this? Help me.
Well, I'll just share with you. So this week, right, I received all this stuff that it's time to recode the human genome. That it's time now to do it in a level that's never been accomplished before. And this is something that they're wanting me to do. And I was like, this sounds like a bit too much for me in this moment to take in. And you need to confirm this with me some way that's that I haven't solicited somebody, being like, can you confirm this? I said, I need confirmation. And they told me lol, and they didn't say anything else. And I thought, and I said, okay, well, in my mind, then you're going to bring it up somehow. Like maybe you're going to pick up that I need to that it's time to start recoding. So this is what's happening. They want to recode the DNA and RNA so that it can hold more light. It's basically, like, recoding or reworking it because it's been manipulated. Yeah, our DNA has been manipulated, and
all the more reason why, like the day before yesterday, I pushed Kumu's thing about light out again. Get people to think about it, and I guess it was a reminder for me too. Yeah, let's go back to that. I'm fully aware of the photon energy light that we're getting right now and its enhancements, and I sense it when it happens. When we get these solar phenomena, yesterday was interesting, riding an earthquake. That was fun.
Did you have an earthquake?
Oh, fuck yeah, honey. Excuse my language.
What was it?
0.4, 3 miles north of here, 3 kilometers north.
Wow.
It was the epicenter. Now, that hasn't happened in Santa Rosa, and I can't tell you how long. When they were making references, it was the 1906 or 08 thing in San Francisco, but this hasn't happened here for a while. It's just more manifestations. Here's your physical proof that Earth is flexing and getting ready for the next thing. But Alex, yesterday, is feeling ill. Took a COVID test, and yeah, after 2 tests later, he says he's got it.
Is that
so
your
he's
son?
been up in his room. Yeah. And during this, there had been one other instance in my life. I had sat in a building during a earthquake, It was GM training for Hilton, and we were at the Huntington Beach property. Yeah, we were in the meeting room when that happened. So this happened today.
Was that the Northridge quake that you're talking about?
Can't remember. It was
Because I was in California too when that one came.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, I wrote it, felt it for what it was. I was just kind of sensing to what degree is this actually going to take off? And the room vibrated. And then a moment paused, and then there was a little aftershock. And that's when Alex came down and goes, I didn't know what to do. So, there wasn't anything to do. Yesterday, they have an alert that goes on in your phone now that says there's a quake happening. And today, I love Jim Gore, supervisor here. I do love him. And he was talking about its merits and how great it was that, the notices went out within a minute. Great. And then what? To remind me that you told me to basically stop, drop, and roll in the app when it happened. No one had time for that. So yeah, there's a level of understanding, and it's wonderful we can get technology to do that, but that's like closing the barn door after the horses have already left.
Yeah. They want to proceed now.
Great. I'm good. Sorry. I just
Troška se sikiško sosopatur šesini šanta jesi sikišto tru ornama jesi. Necessita no kasi se sempre sikiško trene mamuku ho ayushosai. So they're just making me feel images of the cell. And like the distorted DNA being removed. And that's to see and the new DNA or I don't know if you want to call it new because it's not new. It was our original design is what I feel being returned. This is what they were telling me before. It's like a series of 5. It's like a process of 5. So layers, right? Dakir sisi drushkana ma sepetoro na matu tai piastora shita siniki sesetore na katayne ashini ayusto riustre yustro kai kiata sini. Das ist in nustin kokal kurioro sisiki kai. Okay, so now it feels like another group coming in that are geneticists. Ishta kusta saniata tiriki. They feel very different. Das the siniasta poristes used to so kostampu kantiki statu da tanterashi. Just want to make sure these are the highest dasiki. We're dealing with the highest levels here. Kasto sanikita. Their energy just feels really different.
They're geneticists.
I know, but still, I just always pause and go, I just want to make sure we're good. These are the best. This is the best team we have. I feel like my head's really long.
Oh,
and I'm tall.
More dots connect when we do these types of things. When we get those sounds in our ears, that ringing, I understood that my left ear implies I'm getting spiritual downloads. And I get those often. I haven't had them for a while because I think I got what I was supposed to get. But I always understood that your physical ones were right. And I really didn't understand what that meant or what I should feel. But today I get it. I finally got it because the whole time we're having this session, the back of my neck is getting stiff and across the top of my shoulders. So that cellular change you're talking about, yeah, it's freaking manifesting itself physically. And so you said the geneticists are here. I was going to say, can you ask them to do something about that thing in the back of my neck while we're at it? Because I physically feel it. It feels like my head is heavier and that it takes more effort to just have my neck hold it up.
Yeah, I don't think it'll stay that way, but I think so tasto sekish que se son pasesitu tasto setu Make yourself as comfortable as possible. Try not to put too much attention to it.
Oh, yeah. It's the first time I've done that.
Mhm. They're suggesting to put your attention into your feet on the ground. Masasi, they always have me come to the bottoms of my feet and really put my attention there. So really coming into the feel of the bottom of my feet. Can I feel it? What does it feel like? Bottom of my feet, bottom of my feet, bottom of my feet. And now I'm getting this like they're telling me they just want to bring it through for me to stop trying to understand what I'm doing as I'm doing it. It's fascinating.
We're humans. That's why I keep commenting on the physicalities, because I've never had an opportunity to express it.
Yes.
And I feel the things that you're trying to tell me. And so when I'm going to explain it to others, because I feel as though there's going to be the need to do that later, I have to put it in terms that they can understand too. And yeah, we're physical. These are carbon bodies.
Yes.
And there is a feeling that comes associated with these things that, have been this nebulous idea about changes in our DNA and physicality and that whole process from carbon to crystalline. Here, you're activating part of that with what we're doing here.
Yes. Activating more of it, because it's already been started. Yes.
Correct.
They're asking me to step aside a little bit more.
We're trying to understand it.
They're saying it's recorded, so you can go back and look.
Sad spirit doesn't have a sense of humor.
Oh yeah, they definitely do. But the humor is what pops me out of letting them in fully, because it's so physical, the feeling of me, especially when I laugh, it's very physical. And yeah, anyways, and I'll tell you a story about that another time.
Okay.
So they're showing me like preparing you for surgery. So just remain as still as you can and relax as much as possible. Narasisinis sesita sesita nakata sesita nasakata yesi ita yesisi. Alinstasu sumanina shampa sinina se. Skinnistam nunar doradio beradora yuda skira ramani naru yoria muni. The I am missing you shy how is Yaya Masanandra and Yandandara Katorio Madra Yaria Yara Sedra Durakata Senita Yahai Daranduri the Strana Madina Yakia Habasetu Shayeki Ayara Shanata Senikieta. Dabri senista esto koka sinista sutura ho koroshambatu kaiki kita sisita neseti kayeshiti kita. Esta sonista ya poko namasiti. The team is tending to you. Kantraya nikata seni. Yakisetu. We are experts. Dasitish dasako. You are
I see
in
him around me having this
good
conversation.
hands. Yestra sinita sintantauta sakyata sakita sakai. They know you. Kasasita sinikashtasi. They're saying, it's good to be with you again. Dostushkasisi tisini, though your form is different. Dasasiki, your energy is the same. Kaya kanatu. And there is recognition. Da tu kasini ka dasani. Thanking you for volunteering for this. Dayastasto kashtaye.
I'm grateful it's them.
As they do this, somebody else kind of come in. So they step aside. They're telling me to ground, which doesn't usually happen, so I'm assuming this is a big energy. Inai puha sora shinis daro namatase Yanasitukai. Greetings, and they said a name, but I don't know what the name was. Kietre sistra ornamania hatura hai. Drasinashtayo kato pasisto statura hata. Mastranishtaye nuku kantu barayashtita yanyataka. Manana shikitayo shapartu ura ada ese it en ura hai iti ki statu kornamatu kanti ki straye pietan tanti kitai eti nikitai daratura hai aratatura hai eti tira hara tatasa sinish katra oranamata yerikish kadet pustuti sinikiatai. Darandere se senta se setere se setera se setera nakatai. Darananaria tariario ornamakukaya shiti kishkaya se sete sanatati. As adash era sekiasha. Yesitiki. Era se sikishkadre se senamasas kituru urokorana masasitura eshtaya sikituru namaseti. Draye bambu ko roshe purashanti te serie se et se kishta situ tornamasiti. Mastako kasokotu vasasini kieta, beloved one, drasasite titati. Toth is not the only aspect of you, sedushkasason basokokai, seeking to reconnect. This is sitra kayet anuhu. You are situ sokai also mistashini kishta sokokai, a great commander, down telayastra sokai. Aboard one of the motherships, this is how we know each other. My aspect is a high commander. We are equals. Comrades, you may feel yourself traveling. Masoso asasi tanakieta seti. Ya iriho asosi, great explorer of the universe. Destinishtam purase dura socorre tranasiki se poranaseki. Yedyamya record keeper Ginakian Pamporas Baranashina Kitalanamia Tantaria Yarioshi Suriush Tandu Hakai. Your world is about to blow open. It's important to anchor or you'll get swept away. Hadrishedene keporan dazu pai ist irskaita situria stura mastu paso kasesi besaniastansi dasitita niki. Thou sokai, you're receiving information at night. Masu sampantansi sesi kishka sesi empara yeshesinya sesi korna makotai. About the nature of the galaxy, Sisikis to Suko Kaniki black holes, Dasa Sampushta Takasisipa Shanika Sisi, traveling through black holes, Sasaba Shishi, Parshisi Susi complexities, Sisi Konstansiki Selene of the universe, Sisiki Ayapuro Ranamaso Sumpa Sisia Irishisen Tishtario, Da Ya Yaku Katule Yakinakai. Many more will be seeking you out. This is Siki to speak of galactic things, of cosmic things, of that which is unknown to most of your population. You will be branching out. Nakia sesikieta sotu. More to be revealed. So they're making me feel this, and this is what I was telling you before. You got to be able to, if someone does this name search on you, that it goes to your website. You got to make sure that you're easily found. It's not about driving traffic to you, it's about driving people to you who are seeking answers. Making it a little bit easier for them. Because not many are capable of internet detective work or something. Because you are a connector and you want to make it easy for people to connect to you.
I do. However, I feel like it has to be an organic process. And I feel like if I try to manipulate it.
No, you're not manipulating it. You're not manipulating it. You're just making it, you're just putting it so that however you do it, so that when someone Googles your name, it automatically pops up your website and then everything else. But right now it doesn't, right? So or
no, it does not at all.
Yes, it's not about making them find you. It's about when they hear you, they do a Google. That's what everybody does now. I just Google them but it's not easy for them to get to you. And more people are going to come to you that want to interview you and speak to you. And then that's important because then you're getting into their audience, right? So everyone has their own little audience and it's about bringing them all together.
That's the connector part.
Shared knowledge, that it's all connected. Every part that everyone is learning and individual and separate is actually all connected, and it's about connecting all of it into one hub that people come to find out about all of this stuff. It's a bit like
Agreed.
Yes, because It goes way beyond Mount Shasta and your experience
Oh yeah.
in Telos.
Oh, that's the shiny disco ball to get your attention.
But that did a lot for your own awakening, because being down there actually recoded you. Put stuff into your field, which is what I picked up the first couple times that we had an exchange. So they're saying, don't I don't want to put words in your mouth, but what I'm feeling is this: don't discount the experience. Don't make it just be like that was just this one little thing.
No,
Because
I elaborate on it, but I understand the bigger picture.
yes,
So that when I
Sistra.
speak now, it's from that perspective that I see the bigger picture. This is about multidimensionality. That is one piece.
Yeah, I do feel that you'll be going back. I don't see you like taking a group of people in there, but I do see you going back. Because there's more to be shared, it feels. So my sense is that whatever they were doing as far as like the surgical team, that is coming to an end, or it has already ended.
It's already ended.
You're in a bit of the recovery state.
Do you want my perception of what just happened?
Sure.
Yeah, when my expert buddies stepped off to the side and that other entity moved forward, that was Toth. And it was like he was taken into the driver's seat. He was being embedded because I've been asking for this. You said that this is what was going to happen. That happened. And so when that was taking place, there was a surge of energy that went through me while you were saying that. And at the same time, it was like he was leaving space for another aspect. And as soon as that came into my head, you said what you said.
Sweet. Because it's about bringing the fullness of our soul field or our oversoul into our awareness, but into the physical, right? And so there's many aspects of that.
And
so
by the way,
that's awesome.
at the end of it, the stiffness of my neck gone.
Perfect. So
whatever they did, created a little trauma at the beginning, but it's been relieved.
Feels like it was a stabilizer. Cow. There was some sort of stabilizer to stabilize you physically. Okay. Oof! I just have like the biggest hair raising on the back of my neck. So this
wasn't like putting on a shirt. This was like I got embodied from the inside out. And like I feel like I'm armored here. Yeah. But that wasn't anything that I applied from outside.
No. It should always come from the inside. So you're going to want to give yourself some downtime. Just to let the body catch up to the higher frequencies, right? That is to see, and also the cellular restructuring.
I feel that taking place. I look for the physical stuff now. I got my spiritual downloads, and I know that I benefit from those, but I was always trying to associate, when my right ear goes off, where's the physical part you had led me to believe is being altered? Well, now little empath. Now you get to feel it. When I wanted my empathic skills back, it was because I envied somebody that could pick up a crystal and feel its energy. And so that's what I wanted more than anything. I didn't have that. Well, when you get that back, it's not just crystals you're going to be able to sense. You ask for it, you get it all. So you'll sense changes not just in you, you sense them in the people around you. And when you allow that energy to come in, then I can translate it for them too. But yeah, I don't like doing it. The very first time it ever happened was with Paula Venus. And it wasn't a pleasant experience because he was describing getting electrocuted on stage. Mm. Yeah, I'm very careful. And maybe they set me up as a learning lesson, as that was going to be my first experience.
Yeah, but you can choose. You can choose what you want to feel.
Yes, but I didn't have that mastered the first time.
Oh, yeah. No, I get it. Believe me, I get it. Yeah.
Learning curve.
Yeah. They're telling me that your empathic skills are actually quite sensitive, and that this is it's helpful for that to be so sensitive because you are able to help people understand what they're going through that have shut it down.
Yeah, I know. I still cry watching America's Got Talent. So tell me how sensitive I am.
I'm right there with you. I can totally relate. So, as is usually our case, there's something coming in for me.
More? Okay, it's for you. Good, because
you get to hold space.
Okay, I'd love doing it.